Hello, welcome to the Hungry Cat Podcast. My name is Jessie, and this is episode 5. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm still trying to get this intro thing down. I do about 10 takes where I'm like, hello, and I think if I was better at editing, I could just keep going, but I would really prefer to just do this all in one take, which is probably like that's not how you do things, right? That's why there's editors, but whatever. I'm gonna try to do this in one. So, the shawl that I'm wearing, I don't think I've ever worn a shawl on the show yet. It's been warm enough outside that I haven't been wearing them. I've been wearing hand knit socks. I will probably keep wearing them until April, I would say. But generally this is just a little bit too much. But I'm wearing short sleeves today, so I needed something for my neck. This was knit as part of a swap with Bree, who is Spirit Noodle on Instagram. And so the swap that we do, I think we're on our third one right now. I knit her a pair of socks and she knits me a shawl, and I love this swap that we have. It's so much fun. The pattern is Zilver, I believe. Zilver with a Z. Yeah, this is one of my favorite shawls ever. I wear it all the time during the cooler months. It's just really easy to put on, and it goes, well, I don't know if it goes with everything, but I just wear it. I just wear my hand knits, and I don't really think about if it goes with what I'm wearing. So it goes with what I'm wearing. I don't care. But yeah, Bree lives in Australia, and we've been Instagram friends for quite a while, and she's a big knitter. She sews also, I believe, and she also has been getting into like the hobonichi. I don't know if that's what it's called, but the art journals, and so that was pretty fun to see what she's been drawing and doodling. So I will most likely not have a show next week because I'm filling in for my coworker who is going to Hawaii for a week and a half. So I'm trying not to be bitter. Trying not to be bitter about it, but yeah, she's gonna be in Hawaii and I'll be here while it's raining. But yeah, that should be really nice and beautiful for her, so that's good. Oh, hi, Bruce. Speaking of Bruce, we went to Costco over the weekend and bought, I don't know, 4 of their giant cereal boxes, and we put them on top of the fridge, and I was telling Scott, I was like, we need to tape them, we need to turn them upside down, we should probably even just put them in a cupboard. And he's like, no. And sure enough, we came home one day, and I don't even know how he did it, but Bruce somehow just opened the flap. It was a completely unopened box. It's a brand new box. And he opened the lid and opened the bag and was eating. There was it was a box of Honey Bunches of Oats cereal, and one of the flakes had this perfect hole in the middle, as if he had like eaten. As if he had bitten into it. Ugh. So now they almost all of the cereal box, I think all of them are in the cupboard now. Um, we just don't have a lot of cupboard space. I mean, you can see we have that one, and that one. That's our cupboards in the kitchen. And most of them have, you know, plates and cups and mugs. And so we don't have a lot of space. But it's like, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, fool me 20 times. So maybe we have finally learned. I do want to clarify that he doesn't actually eat the cardboard box, and he doesn't really eat a lot of the cereal. Basically, when he opens the cardboard box and if he tears it up, there's most of the cardboard bits just like everywhere. And at this point, I think he thinks it's a game and just likes to see if he can get in. So, but he doesn't eat like all of the cereal. I think it's just whether or not he can get in. It's a game, like I said. Anyway, he's sitting over there, so. Yeah. The coworker I'm filling in for gave me this mug for my birthday. It's one of those like handleless ones, but you put it has a spot for your hand, and I love it. It's so nice. It keeps my hands warm, and it's huge. It holds a lot of tea. And the tea that I'm drinking is my new favorite. This was given to me by Doug, and it's from the Tea Guys. It's raspberry green tea. It is so good. I've never heard of this company before, but I am a huge fan now because I love this tea. It's a green tea, and it almost tastes like candy, like, you know, those hard fruit candies that are kind of sour. That's what it reminds me of, but without like that intense sugar, you know. So I really enjoy this tea. I have been having it every day. So thank you, Doug. And some more thank yous. There were a couple podcasters who mentioned this show that I want to say thank you to. The first one is Carrie and Beth of Foxes in Socks podcast. That was really sweet of you guys. Thank you. It's a new to me podcast. And so I'm looking forward to catching up on some of the back episodes. I watched the latest one, and then Beth just had a baby on Valentine's Day, so I watched her meet her baby episode, and that was really cute. So they are sisters, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting to know them better. So, and Beth got a kick out of the Bruce and cereal box episode, so. Also, Dawn of Wolf Farms mentioned that she's going to Bunny Nugget knit along with us, so that's really exciting. I can't wait to see your bunnies, Dawn. Yeah, Wolf Farms, that's a great podcast. I used to watch a lot of podcasts, and then I kind of stopped, and then I've just recently started watching again. I feel like YouTube is a lot more streamlined now, and just like with logging in and having all of your subscriptions handy. Maybe it was like that before and I hadn't figured it out, but so I used to watch Wolf Farms, and then I stopped watching all podcasts for a while, and so now I'm watching their show again, and I love them. Don and James are married, and they're just a great duo. Their last episode, James was talking about the Death Valley super bloom, I think is what he called it. Basically, Death Valley blooms every once in a while whenever they get a lot of rain and cool temperatures, and I never knew that it bloomed, so that was really cool. And the photos that they included were really beautiful, so that was cool. And then last but not least, my friend Stephanie of Woolly Cakes and Wooden Spoons podcast and blog, but she just put out her first episode last week, and it was awesome. Stephanie, you are beautiful and cute. She was actually my first knitting celebrity that I got to know. When I first started knitting, I was on Ravelry and I saw this photo of someone in a hat, and it was a beautiful photo. And then later, like a couple years later, I stumbled across her blog, and I realized it was the same person that I had seen with that hat on Ravelry, and I was like, oh my god. And yes, we've been blog friends, and then Ravelry and Instagram, and so I'm really excited that she has a podcast. She's really organized, and yeah, you should definitely check her out. It is Woolly Cakes and Wooden Spoons, and I will, put all of this in the show notes. So let's see, my show notes are over here, so that's why I keep looking. I think that's all I wanted to say. So I will show you my finished object. Yay! Let's see. This is Lang Yarn Super Socks. And this yarn was gifted to me by Doug, and I love these socks immensely. The stripes are just so cool. I just love them. And I really like how on this sock, there's like, when I Kitchenered, there's just like that one strip of red. I think that looks really cool. I like that. And so yeah, these were 64 stitches, vanilla sock. I did a modified Eye of Partridge heel. And yeah, I haven't washed them yet. I will. And I think this is pair number 5 for the year. I'm hoping to knit 25 pairs, so we will see. And then that was my faux, my whips. Mainly I have been working on 2 pairs of socks and then a blanket. So this is my Valentine's Day sock. I think I was just about here last time. Well, last time I showed these I was probably up here, but in the past week I remember doing the heel flap, and which is the modified Eye of Partridge heel, and I did the gusset decreases, and now I'm there. This is a stitch marker I made yesterday, actually, I think, and it was so fast and easy. It was so easy. I I took the heart and this little bead from a necklace that I took apart because I don't think I would ever wear it, and I've had it for a long time, and so I've just kind of been using those beads, and yeah, it's a good way to recycle necklaces. So cute. So the yarn, which I love, it is Mano del Uruguay Alegria, and that's the Carnival colorway. And I have done 64 stitches on 2.25 millimeter double pointed needles. This pair had been my purse knitting for a little while, but I didn't have DPN holders, and so it was just, they were tearing up the inside of my purse. So I was like, I should probably change what my purse knitting is, or get a holder for these. Yeah, they're like, the inside of my purse is like it's kind of like just a thin material, and these were like poking through, and yeah. Whoops. Okay, my second works in progress, which is in a DPN holder. This Christmas, so it works. But I'm looking forward to Michelle's next shop update, because she said she was getting new fabrics. She has the Studio in the Green Etsy shop, so highly recommend. I have this one and then the gnome one, which I love these. Yeah. So this is oh, I haven't showed these yet. I haven't shown this yet. This was my birthday yarn from my boss, one of my bosses, and it's the Arnie & Carlos Twilight, and that's how far I've gotten. I decided that I just noticed that I purled a knit stitch in the rib. I've never done that before. I don't know if you can. Right there. Oops. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, so last time I decided I was going to knit a matching pair of socks for Scott and me, and yeah, so I cast on my pair, and I really wanted to cast his on first, just because I've been knitting a lot of socks for myself and I wanted to get his going, but I also feel like it would be better to have all of the yarn available for his socks, because I'm going to use whatever's left of mine into his. So yeah, this is another stitch marker that I put together yesterday. And I think this is a glass bead, and I think it was from like a hemp necklace that a friend made me in like middle school. And yeah, I don't wear hemp necklaces anymore. I used to really love them, but the beads that she used are so pretty that I wanted to use them. So I have a couple more. Yeah. So, oh, and I decided, since the colorway is called Twilight, and Scott and I have been watching a lot of X-Files, that my pair is going to be called Scully and his pair is going to be called Mulder. So I'm pretty psyched for that. You know, even though their relationship on the show, I don't know about it. I mean, she's really holding him back. We are on season 2, and I'm just like, Scully, why can't you just believe? I mean, you've seen all these weird, crazy, unexplainable things, and you still don't. You're still like, well, that could have been because of this. I don't know. I really like the X-Files. I I never have watched them before, and yeah. Man, that pearl stitch is kind of bugging me. I mean, it's not, I'm not that far along. I could easily just drop down and fix it. I don't know. I'll probably have to fix that. Are you guys like that? I mean, sometimes I can totally ignore a mistake, and sometimes it just eats at me. I don't know. So, the third thing that I've been working on a lot is my scrappy blanket. I call this one Mrs. Weasley's second blanket because I knit one before, and that was just called Mrs. Weasley's blanket. But since I started a second one, I just kept with that. So, oh, it's really gotten sunny outside. Yeah, so I pretty much follow the Hue Shift Afghan, but I've been using Danny of Little Bobbins. I guess you could say her format or her layout, which is basically, let's see if I can show this. Well, so all the points are kind of converging, they all pointing in. So my center ones are right there. That's the center, and so all the points, all the quadrants are going to be pointing inwards. So I haven't really been working on this at all for a while. I put it down because when I start working on this, then like that's the only thing I want to be working on, and I don't do anything else but this blanket. So I kind of, sometimes I have to pace myself, but I sewed in all my ends the last few days because I really want to add some more squares, and but I'm just like, I need to sew in my ends now because it's gonna be worse later. If I don't do it now, it'll be worse later. So I did it, and yeah, like I love seeing all of the blankets on Instagram and then in podcasts. So that kind of made me want to pick mine up again. So yeah, there are 58 squares right now. That sun keeps getting me in the eyeball. Yeah, so I think that's it as far as what I've been working on. So I will talk about what I've been reading, which I forgot to last episode, but I wrote about it in the show notes. So check out the show notes if you haven't for last episode to see what I read. So right now I am listening to one book and I am reading one book. So the book I've been listening to is called A Prayer for Owen Meany, and that's by John Irving. It's a really good book. It's really long also, so I know it's just gonna take me a long time to get through it. But it's a really good. It's really well written, and it's just the way the story unfolds and how you learn about the characters is really interesting. And it there's a movie. It was adapted into a movie which I saw a long time ago. It's called, I think it's just called Simon Birch, and it has Jim Carrey in it. And what I remember about the movie is that it was funny and sad. And the book is funny and sad. So, so yeah. Yeah, I would recommend it if that sounds good to you. Funny and sad book. It's basically about a young boy's life. I mean, he's growing up, and it's I think it's going to be a coming of age novel. So yeah, it's really well written. So the second book that I've been reading is called A Rule Against Murder, and it's by Louise Penny. And this is a series, the Inspector Gamache series. I think this is book 4, and these books are so good. I first heard about them from Amanda, who is Hey Pork Chop. And yeah, if you guys ever need a good book recommendation, you should just check out her Instagram feed or Goodreads profile, because she always has a good book. So most of the books I end up reading, I found because of her. So yeah, this they are mysteries, and they are set in, most of them have been set in a town called Three Pines. And yeah, you really get to know the characters because they keep coming back each book. And yeah, it's just really good. Also another just beautifully written book. And you know, I think I read the first book, and then the second and third books I listened to on Audible, and I'm torn because I really enjoy the man who narrates. I like his voice on the Audible versions. But I have a tendency to kind of just like tune things out, or you know. So when I read a book, I feel like I take in a lot more. And she writes a lot of like double meanings. There's a lot of foreshadowing. So I think sometimes I miss that when I'm listening. And so oftentimes I found myself rereading passages because I like, oh, that could also mean this. So it's a good book. Highly recommend this series. Yes. And that, sorry, the sun is just like, I wonder if I said right here, yes. So thank you guys for watching. That is pretty much it for me. Like I said, I won't be able to do a show next week, most likely. I mean, we'll see if I'm feeling up for it on the weekend. We'll see. So I think that's all I need to say. Bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.